everyone, so I have a Makeup Revolution haul today. It's not anything from any of their new launches really, it's kind of just a collective haul. Although that being said, at the time I placed my order, a lot of this stuff was new. It's just I never get a chance to film, so I've had a lot of this building up. I'm just trying to grab everything as well, make sure that I've got it. So I'm just going to get started. So the first things that I bought were these new liquid lipsticks from Makeup Revolution. I don't know what they're actually called. They're just called the Nudes collection. These were all £3 each, and they're all matte liquid lipsticks, and just looking at the packaging, they're absolutely beautiful. They kind of remind me of the Kylie Cosmetics one, which I have one here, so let me grab that. So they're very, very similar. This is, I think, what they're trying to do, especially because the names of these are very similar to the Kylie Cosmetics ones, which were part of her summer collection last year. So this is Undressed, and this is just a very pale peachy nude. This is a really good everyday colour for me. And these are £3 each. I don't know if I've said that. And I did a review on their matte lipsticks when they first came out, probably a year, 18 months ago. And I still stand by what I said in that video, which is these are probably as good as the Kylie Cosmetics ones, especially for the price. These are amazing. So this is the one I'm definitely going to get the most use out of. But I did pick up another nude as well, which is in Buff. This is much more of a pinky nude, but again, really pretty. And these smell amazing as well. They smell very similar to the Kylie Cosmetics ones, but this one is much more vanilla-y. But these are £3, so that's such a good deal. And then I got two metallic ones. So this one is in the shade Bustier, I think that's how you say it. And this is just a really beautiful pink shimmer. And the pigmentation on these metallic ones is really, really good as well. And then lastly, I got the shade Lingerie, which is a kind of peachy gold metallic as well. I just love the smell of these. That's probably the best part of the lipsticks. These are so good. I know they have much deeper shades as well, if that's what you're into, but I just wanted the nude kind of lipsticks. And then moving on, this was kind of a bit of a raved about product when it came out. This is the Fast Base foundation stick. I actually meant to do a review on this when it first came out, but like I said, I never get a chance to film, so I didn't get around to it. I also couldn't wait to use it, so I've actually probably used about half of this now. I got the shade F1, which is the lightest shade they do, although I don't know if they're going to be bringing out a lighter shade soon like they did with the concealers. This was, I think, £5 or £6, and the coverage on this is absolutely insane. If I need to do my makeup in 5 minutes, even if my skin is so bad, this is what I reach for. It's so good. So I've been using this a lot for work when I've kind of wanted a bit of extra time in bed. Absolutely amazing. The only downside with this is because it is so full coverage, it is so thick and heavy on your skin, and I find I need a lot of powder to set it so that it doesn't wear away throughout the day. So it's definitely not my foundation of choice. If I do have time to get ready, I will use a lighter foundation and then go in with concealer. But if I do need to get ready in a hurry, this is really good for that. It's just, you are very aware of it on your face throughout the day, and it kind of gets to the end of the day, I can't wait to take my makeup off because this is so heavy. But I will repurchase it for that reason, that if I do need to get ready in a hurry, or if I'm having a really bad skin day, this is really good. And I think I'm nearly done with the haul already. I'm clearly not speaking enough about these products. This was one that in my head I thought it was going to be something different. So this is their Cushion Corrector in Light, and it's one of their concealers, and this was £3 as well. And it's kind of got like this sponge tip, and then you have the product inside, which is a cream. I was expecting it to be much more of a liquid based concealer, which is what I would have actually preferred. I find with this it's quite waxy and hard to apply, so I've just been using it as my under eye concealer, and it's good, but it's not great. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be almost like the Maybelline under eye one, where you have the sponge and the liquid inside. That's what I thought this would be, but just the kind of texture of the concealer, it's very dry and hard to work with, so it's not one I would recommend or repurchase. And then the last thing I got was one of their Flawless Foil eyeshadows, and I got this in the shade Unicorn Foils. And if you've been buying from Makeup Revolution for a while, this was one of the first products they ever came out with, just the eyeshadow foils in general. And they stopped doing them for a bit, and I know a lot of people were upset. I have one of the original ones in rose gold, and I love that. That's actually what I'm wearing today. So I'm really happy they brought them back. I just got the one in Unicorn Foil, which is this really beautiful white silvery colour. For me, this is one that I'm going to use a lot in the winter. I can just tell I'm going to love it. And then you have their intensifying primer that came with it as well. I believe this was £6 for the set. I'll link it below. And if I remember rightly, you can buy this eye primer on its own, and this is so good. I'm so glad they brought it back. And this primer, another good use for this primer is if you're using pigments, it's so good for that. It really intensifies the pigment even more than, say, Too Faced Glitter Glue. This is a really good eyeshadow primer, and I just absolutely love these. They're so good. I'm so glad they brought them back. I'm nearly done with my rose gold one, so I hope they brought back the rose gold one as well. I'm not too sure. This is just a beautiful silvery colour, so I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this in the winter. I just love these. These are probably one of my favourite Makeup Revolution products of all time. I am one day going to film like best of Makeup Revolution or products I'd recommend. I just need to find the time to do it. But that was my really quick Makeup Revolution haul. Sorry it was so short. Like I said, because I never get a chance to film, I'm always out of the habit of how to film a video. So I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't too short, but that was my haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.